Over the past few weeks, we have been building the cheapest turbo Lancer ever. And today, we're gonna be tuning this thing on the street. It is a common misconception that you need the most expensive parts in order to build a car. And my goal here, guys, is to show you that is far from the truth. You can do things on a budget and get incredibly good results. And I'm going to show you that this $400 Max Pitting Rods T28 Turbo is capable of making your car twice as quick and twice as fun. Now, we are at a total cost of $3,088, including the car itself, and the car is basically finished. The only thing we need to do now is tune this thing, and what makes this even better is the factory ECU in this Mitsubishi Lancer is tunable, so there's no need for an expensive aftermarket ECU. Now guys, before we start today's video, I just want to remind you that next Saturday, October the 12th, we'll be bringing the Lamborghini and the Toyota Chaser to Autobahn Melton for Shine Fest. We'll be displaying the Chaser right next to the Lancer with, of course, Mike Lake. This thing is going to be there. We're going to be running a merch stand, and if you want to say hello to me, Keep It Read, Mike Lake, and also get some product demonstrations from some of the biggest car brands in Australia, then make sure you come down next Saturday, October the 12th at 5:30 p.m. Anyway guys, it is now time to tune the Turbo Lancer. Do we know what we're doing?
No.
Well, no. You kind of know.
ChatGPT knows.
Every car from the factory has a tune on a computer in the car, also known as the ECU. Now, the ECU determines how much fuel is supposed to go into the motor, and it also controls the ignition timing. Now, of course, when you add a turbo onto a car, you need to add more fuel, and in order to get more power, you need to play around with timing. Now, of course, because we're on a budget, we are not going to be taking this car to a dyno just yet. We're going to be street tuning this thing. Tunes can range from about $500 all the way up to $2,000, but because we want to learn along the way, we're going to be tuning this thing on the street first. Bloody hell, man, this thing rips. That's correct. Alright, so Ollie's on the laptop, got the Tactrix cable doing its thing. You can see it flashing and tuning up the ECU. Basically, Ollie's playing around with the injected dead times.
Yes, sir.
Hates it. First problem of today, turns out we had a major vac leak. I forgot to connect up the PCV after installing the spark plugs. Tuner's not happy. That's why it was idling weird. There we go. We got our first engine light. Yeah, we're hitting it easily. We're hitting it easily. Oh yeah, bro, that feels crazy. So essentially what Ollie is doing here is playing around with the tables on the ECU software. He's basically adding fuel or removing fuel to try target 11.5 AFR on full throttle. Now, we didn't play around with the timing too much because we aren't experts, and timing is what can cause your engine to ping or detonate, and you don't want that because that's how you blow a motor up. But we set the boost controller to about 15 PSI because apparently you can push 18 PSI on these things reliably. The old Lancer was pushing about 8 PSI, and this one is pushing over double that. So it goes pretty good. We are now currently at 15 PSI, guys. That's already 7 more PSI that we were running in the other Lancer safely. We were running about 8. So we're running like almost double the boost compared to the old Lancer. And it's feeling like it, feeling spicy Kang.
Was that full throttle or was that partial?
I don't know. No, that was full.
That felt whack.
Okay, now we have another problem. We can't see the wideband gauge at all. It's not displaying any information for some reason. Maybe because the vacuum line was causing it to run rich and lean and it just sort of like freaked out. So I'm going to take the sensor off, I'm going to clean it and see if that fixes up everything. Unfortunately, our wideband sensor wasn't displaying any AFRs. So I had to remove the wideband sensor because obviously in order to tune, we need to be able to see how much fuel is going into the engine. Okay, we got the sensor off and it's covered in soot. So that's what could be causing problems with the readings. Right, cleaned her up, looking much better. Come on. Oh. So we have come to the conclusion that our wideband sensor is bad because no matter what we do, it's reading full lean.
I can give it all the fuel in the world and it'll still read lean.
Yep. It's now the next day and we have our new Bosch LSU 4.9 oxygen sensor. So we're just going to replace the sensor because our O2 was playing up for some reason. Got the old oxygen sensor out and here's our new one. It looks a little bit different actually. Here's the old one. You can sort of see there's like circles and this one sort of doesn't have any of those circles. It only has one circle right in the middle. So don't know if Bosch sort of updated their sensor to make it a bit more reliable, but yeah, we'll chuck this in and hopefully it's all good. New oxygen sensor is now installed. Let's see if it works. Come on. Come on. Looking good so far. Yep. Nice. Apparently these oxygen sensors go bad after a while, and considering we had that oxygen sensor also in the Chaser at one point and in the old Lancer, I think it did pretty well after all these years. So yeah, one oxygen sensor costed me about $120. Not too bad. Let's tune this thing. Gotta wait for Ollie now. It's now hitting about 11.5 AFR on full throttle, wide open throttle, so we've got it running at a pretty safe point. We've been spending a bit of time getting ready for the Shinefest meet. Lachlan has been painting his wheels. Well, actually I painted it all and he did all the prep work because I hate prep work.
I'll be bringing the Benki MR2 to the car meet. See you guys there.
Thing sounds absolutely insane. I'm going to show you. Listen to it, baby. Bro, I don't think Ollie set a rev limiter. This thing's like revving like past 7K. God damn it, Ollie. This is Lachlan's first ever time in the Turbo Lancer. Fun fact, actually, I started my channel off recording his Lancer many years ago, so let's go. Oh, it's just spinning. Just spinning. Spinning, we're spinning.
The dose is hectic.
Oh my God. It just spun the inside wheel.
God.
We just dosed next to a BRZ. If it was dry, we'd absolutely smoke that thing. Guaranteed.
It sounds so good.
Yeah, it sounds hectic. It's just spinning, man. No way! It's an 86 and it's turbo.
Is it turbo?
Yeah, you can hear that. It's Lachlan's turn to drive the Lamborghini. I want to get his thoughts because he had one of these things. You excited, bro?
Bro, it's bringing back some major nostalgic vibes. I had an exact same. What color is this?
Silver.
Is there not a more technical term? Or is it just plain Mitsubishi silver? Shitsubishi silver.
Give us some gassy.
Bro.
Oh.
Mini SR, man.
Mini SR. This thing's a joke. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. How does it go against the MR2?
It would be a very close race, I reckon. like it. This lacks lowdown torque compared to the MR2
Yeah, it does.
because it's still a 4-cylinder after all.
Yeah, but once you hit like boost, it's absolutely ripping. Yeah.
Oh my
Bro, passenger feels cooked.
It is all over the road though.
Passenger feels fast. Oh, Jesus. Jeez. Supposed to get out of the axle trap, not stay in it.
Axle tramp all the way, break everything.
No. It's so funny how much this thing's squatting when he's doing a pull. Because it's on a stock suspension. It rips.
Oh man, I love this thing.
Keep going.
It's like a poor man's SR, literally, but more responsive than my stock SR.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see this car and the Chaser and also say hello to Lachlan, me, and all the other guys from the channel, then make sure you head down to Autobahn Melton this Saturday, October the 12th at 5:30 p.m. Catch you guys later. Goodbye.